Hello, this is your teacher, Miss Palmer, and this is a review for the Algebra 1 quiz over sections 11.1 to 11.4. We are going to begin on page 407 with example 11.1a. Example 11.1a says to evaluate the rational expression at x equals -2 and x equals 3. I will show it to you. This is your problem in your book, and we need to evaluate -3x over x plus 9 at x equals -2 and x equals 3. Evaluate simply means plug in the values and solve. So you will write -3 times -2 and -2 plus 9. Now, -3 times -2 is 6, -2 plus 9 is 7. So your answer is going to be 6/7, and it matches your book. So evaluate means solve. So plug in and solve. The next thing we are going to do is an example over indicating values at which an expression is undefined. So in your book, it says that an undefined expression is when a fraction has 0 in the denominator. So let's find an example to help us solve that. Look at example 11.1c. It says determine the values that x cannot equal for the rational expression. So write down 2x plus 1 over 3x minus 5. This is to determine at which value an expression is undefined. Simply take your denominator and set it equal to 0. So write 3x minus 5 equals 0. Solve for x. 3x equals 5. Divide x equals 5/3. And that is the value that would make our expression undefined. The answer is 5/3. The next thing we're going to look at is reciprocals. To find a reciprocal, you simply either flip your fraction or you do 1 divided by that fraction. So reciprocals are on section 11.4 with dividing rational expressions. So if we look at practice 11.4, it gives us examples of reciprocals, such as number 1, the reciprocal of x over y would be y over x. Number 3, the reciprocal of 5mn would be 1 over 5mn. Let's do number 5, the reciprocal of 1 over ab would be ab. So to find a reciprocal, you simply flip your numerator and denominator. The last thing to review for your quiz is actually multiplying or dividing rational expressions. We will do an example from practice 11.4 since we are already on that page. And we will do an example such as number 19. Number 19 in your book says x squared minus y squared over 6x. And it is divided by 10y minus 10x over 4xy. If it is multiplication, you can simply begin factoring and cancel. If it is division, you must drop your first fraction. That means keep it the same. Flip your sign for multiplication, and then flip your fraction, or what we call take the reciprocal. You get 4xy over 10y minus 10x. Now your next step is to factor. X squared minus y squared is x plus y times x minus y over 6x times 4xy over, notice the 10 here that can pull out, 10 times y minus x. Now you can cancel the 4 and the 10 and make it a 2 and a 5. And then you can cancel the 2 and the 6 and make it a 3. We have an x minus y and a y minus x. If you have the same variables but in reverse order, you need to pull out a negative so that way you can switch them. So I'm going to rewrite my x plus y times x minus y over, now I have 3x times xy over, I'm going to pull out a negative, put it in front of my 5, and now I can switch the order and it'll give me x minus y. I'm going to finish canceling. X minus y cancel, your x's cancel, and your last step is to multiply across. And you get y times x plus y all over negative 5. And then where x cannot equal 0, from where we canceled here, it cannot equal y from here. And then remember to check your original denominator, which our original denominator was 4xy, but we have already included that x cannot equal 0 there. But we could also include that y cannot equal 0 from our original denominator. So this would be your final answer. Hopefully this helps as you prepare for your quiz over 11.1 to 11.4. Bye!